Here's the last 12 hours of world news in 3 minutes and 27 headlines. 17-year-old Nikita Casap in Wisconsin, USA, allegedly murdered his parents to fund a plan to assassinate former U.S. President Donald Trump and incite a revolution. Japan's population decreased by 900,000 in 2024 due to a shrinking younger population and a record high percentage of citizens aged 65 and older. The Federal Trade Commission in the U.S. is suing Meta regarding its acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy urged U.S. President Donald Trump to visit Ukraine before deciding on ending the conflict with Russia, citing the need for first-hand observation of the destruction caused by Russia's invasion. Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk advocated for the abolishment of all intellectual property law in the United States. India successfully demonstrated a 30-kilowatt laser weapon system capable of neutralizing aircraft, missiles, and drones. China urged the U.S. to cancel reciprocal tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. U.S. President Donald Trump announced a potential national security tariff investigation into semiconductors and electronic supply chains. China halted exports of critical materials, escalating a global trade war involving the U.S. NVIDIA is commissioning over 1 million square feet of manufacturing space in Arizona and Texas to produce AI chips. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio warned that Donald Trump's trade policy could cause the U.S. to experience an economic crisis worse than a recession. The European Union pledged Euros 1.6 billion in aid to Palestinians in the Middle East. Rory McIlroy won the Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia, completing a career Grand Slam after a playoff birdie. The U.S. government has tightened immigration processes for spouses of U.S. citizens and green card holders, increasing interview requirements and scrutiny. Wealthy individuals in Shanghai, China, are rapidly purchasing high-end homes, driving a surge in sales and price increases in the city's luxury property market. The U.S. suspended tariffs on consumer electronics, leading to stock market increases across Asia. Hong Kong's Democratic Party voted to disband in Hong Kong. In Ecuador's presidential election, Daniel Noboa defeated Luisa Gonzalez. Hungarian lawmakers are expected to vote on a constitutional amendment banning LGBTQ+ gatherings. Thai ministers will lead a delegation to the United States to negotiate relief from planned tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. Sony increased PlayStation 5 prices due to inflation and fluctuating exchange rates. Anta Sports, a Chinese company, is acquiring the German outdoor brand Jack Wolfskin for $290 million. Fugitive jeweler Mehul Choksi was arrested in Belgium after India requested his extradition for his alleged role in a $1.8 billion bank fraud in India. Algeria expelled 12 French embassy staff from the country following the indictment of 3 Algerians in France. Singapore's economy contracted by 0.8% in the first quarter of 2024. El Salvador's President Bukele will meet with U.S. President Trump in Washington, D.C., following the Trump administration's deportation of hundreds of alleged gang members to El Salvador. That's it for now. Check back in 12 hours for the next update, or check out the channel for yesterday's news.